Okay, if you haven't started watching The Real Housewives of Abuja, let me tell you this for free. You totally need to start watching. And also prepare your mind that these ladies are going to grow on you episode by episode. You're going to start loving them, not just liking them. You're going to start loving them. Their energy is fire. Their fashion sense, nah, come on. Their fashion sense is, oh my God, it's rich. There's this level of refinement that they all possess. Yes. And you know what's more interesting? The fact that they are not popular celebrities or popular influencers, like the Real Housewives of Lagos. And this is no shade to the Real Housewives of Lagos. No, I totally love those ladies. They brought the drama. They gave us what we wanted. But you see the Real Housewives of Abuja? Nah. These ones are an entirely different breed. Even the loudest, even the, I don't know, even the craziest, they possess this level of refinement that you just cannot help but fall in love with. And that was exactly what episode 2 of the show was given. Episode 2 of the show, it just came with a bang. In fact, it was a far improvement of episode 1. I remember when I did my review of episode 1, I complained about a lot of things. I complained most especially about the subtitles. Well, that has been fixed. A lot of things have improved. The drama was just coming organically, like the authenticity of these ladies' shades. Oh my God. As they were giving us fashion vibes, they were also giving us the shade and full bouts, and I was loving every bit of it. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this video. I will, as usual, analyze episode 2 of The Real Housewives of Abuja. So brace yourselves. If you've seen it, just go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you haven't, it's currently available on Showmax, so just go ahead and catch up on it and then come back here to let me know your thoughts about it. And you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. If you are yet to join this family, please do not hesitate to do exactly what you see on your screen. All right, now quickly, let's get into the conversation. Quickly, before we get into the analysis of this video, this is just a quick reminder to every single one of us out there that is Nigerian, that is watching this video right now. Please be reminded that tomorrow is Nigeria's general election day. Please go out there, cast your votes, vote wisely. Do not sell your vote. Do not sell your conscience. A lot of people who you see supporting certain people, guys, they are doing it for their own selfish reasons. By now, I'm sure that you must have done your own research to know which candidate has the best intentions for Nigeria as a whole. By now, you know the best candidate that's in the best position to push this country forward. So please do not sell your vote. Do not sell your conscience. If you're tired of the educational system of this country, if you are tired of the healthcare system, if you are tired of those people that would normally send their families, their children, their relatives abroad to study, and then when they come back to this country, they put them in government positions. They give them what they do not deserve. They give them benefits that is actually intended for the masses. If you're tired of seeing all those rubbish, if you're tired of seeing people get into positions of power and then they turn it into a family affair by employing all their family members whilst the masses suffer, then trust me, tomorrow, Saturday, is that day for you to go out there and make a difference. So ladies and gentlemen, I know who I am voting. I know that I am definitely obedient because I want to see a change in this country. I want this country to move forward. I am sick and tired of being a 30-something-year-old that is in a system that does not work. So ladies and gentlemen, what are you? Are you obedient or not? Are you going to vote or not? This is my message to every single one of you. Go out there and vote and be reminded that most people that you're seeing that are supporting certain people, they are doing it for their own selfish interests. They do not care about you and me. They do not care about our future because their own future is already secured and they are looking for more security for their future, for their generations, by pushing people who are not mentally and physically fit on us. So please go out there tomorrow, do what is right, vote for who you know is right and is fit and capable of moving us to greener pastures. That's my message for everybody. Now quickly, let's proceed into the conversation of this video. So yeah, the episode 2 of the Real Housewives of Abuja was mostly about Arafa's drag party, which was actually spot on in terms of decor, the theme, and all the shenanigans. But I have my reservations, and I'm going to be revealing my reservations much later on this video. Yes, now aside that, there was also the judgments from the ladies about Samantha's Bond girl party. Yes, they called it the pink Barbie party. Guys, that was really hilarious. Each and every single one of the housewives had something to say about the party, and it was quite hilarious because when some of them would meet Samantha face to face, they would give her compliments about the party, and I'm like, wow, these ladies are very, very hypocritical. But then it's quite expected of housewives, right? Most of them, they tend to throw their shades during their confessionals most of the time, other than face to face with the person that they're actually throwing the shades at. Anyways, let's begin with Comfort and Arafa's lunch date. Episode 2 opened up with Arafa and Comfort meeting up for lunch for Arafa to invite Comfort to her drag party. And then they also ended up having conversations about Samantha's pink Barbie party, which was quite hilarious because they had a lot to say. They were just, making fun of the whole situation, not in a negative way though, but they were just having fun, reminiscing about everything that had happened at the party. Now, Arafa had handed over an invitation box to Comfort, which contained some very interesting items that contained a black and white panty. I think the theme of the party was saints and sinners, something about, oh, do you want to be the angel or the devil or something like that. Anyways, Comfort, who is a lawyer and who is also a straight talker, was having a hard time understanding the theme. And I was wondering, like, okay, Comfort, I understand you're a lawyer, but why do you always have to take things so literal? Why? Like, guys, she was saying that she was going to wear drag. And that was what she did. She actually wore drag to the party. So they were just having conversations about it anyways. But here's the thing I don't really understand about the whole idea of the party, guys. So Arafa went on and on about, oh, the party is going to be lit. She wants energy. She wants fun. She wants good vibes. She wants to invite people that are going to match up her energy. But then when the party happened, it was only the housewives that were the actual guests at the party, aside the judges, aside the models that they used to play some of their games. And I was wondering, like, okay, so what was the point of all of that extravagant interior, the decor? What was the point of all of the shenanigans? What was the point? Like, even Tutupie went for this extravagant shopping spree with OJ Posharella, and I was wondering, like, okay, why didn't they at least even invite other people at least to join the party? I guess I get it. The party was geared towards the ladies getting to know each other better, but I don't know. I don't just understand how that did not sit well with me, to be very frank with you all. Anyways, in the next scene, we got to know a bit about Princess's line of work. Now, she's not just a dancing mom and wife on social media. According to her, she actually makes money off dancing on social media. She did not really go into details about that, but we're going to probably find out as the show progresses. And I must comment on Princess's son. That boy is a bundle of joy. It's as if this boy understands the brief, the assignment. Anytime the camera is on this boy, he just comes alive. He's just himself. He's super excited, super energetic. And I just totally loved the chemistry between mother and son when they went for their choreography lessons. Yeah. But anyways, quickly moving on, Arafa met up with OJ Posharella, whom she invited to her party as well. And then she had met up also with Comfort and Princess for lunch. Now, Princess, during lunch, kept on going on and on and on about how she knows Arafa, which Arafa found offensive because, yes, she admitted that they had actually met just a number of times at different events, but it wasn't like they actually knew each other to the point of being friends.
Right? I expected that from her, right? Because I don't know her per se. But you, girl, we have to sketch because I know you.
From where?
Excuse me.
No, seriously.
Yes, I've met you once. Yeah, no, I've met you more than once.
But for Princess, it doesn't really matter because yes, I've seen you and I've said hi to you and you actually responded back to me. So it means we actually know each other. But Arafa was really upset about it that no, you don't know me like that. We're not even friends. Now, Princess, on the other hand, felt like, okay, Arafa was kind of putting herself on this high horse, right? And was acting like a child, literally, you know? So they kept on going on and on about, oh, I know you, girl, I know you know, that kind of thing. Then the conversation shifted onto Tutupie's singlehood. Now, Princess was telling the other people about the kinds of guys that Tutu loves to date, that Tutu loves the bad boys, you know, those kind of guys that are as bad as she is, you know, she ends up going for guys that she wants other than guys that she needs. Now, while she was giving that very, very apt description of the kind of people a friend loves to date, Arafa was not finding it funny at all. So during her confessional, she was like, nah, that's not a nice way to say things about your friend. And here I was as Gloria Elijah. I was wondering, like, okay, so Arafa, why aren't you saying it to Princess's face? Why aren't you telling Princess that, oh, that's not the way to talk about your friend? You know, that kind of thing. But anyways, guys, the conversation went on, and Comfort was appointed as the relationship expert to sort of coach Tutupie when the time comes on how to be able to differentiate between the kinds of men that she needs that would be suitable for her at her age, you know, other than guys who are just mere bad boys, you know, for a long lasting relationship. And trust Comfort to be very excited about it. I mean, for her, she believes that she's up to the task, yes, because of course she's way older than Tutupie, she's even way older than Princess, and so it's something that she would love to do. It's a challenge that she would love to take up. And then in the next scene, Arafa and Samantha met up at the gym. Now, for Arafa, she was not going to invite Samantha to a party because she observed that Samantha was just a very, very quiet person. And from the party that she threw, that Samantha was kind of boring, that Samantha was just way too quiet for her liking, that she herself is a quiet person, but Samantha's own level of quietness was just way too much. You know, she needed people that would bring the energy to her party. She needed people that would match up to her energy. And guys, this also goes to explain the statement I made at the start of this video that I don't understand. Arafa went on and on talking about energy at a party, the kind of people that she wants to invite. But then when we saw the party, it was only the housewives, the 6 of them, aside the judges who were literally mute all through the scenes that we saw them. And then the models who only came to, you know, act as mannequins to the housewives in their little game of playing dress up, you know. So it did not really make sense to me because I was wondering, like, okay, so if you did not invite Samantha and you did not want to invite Princess, then how many people were going to attend your party anyways? How many people? So it did not really make sense to me at all. Anyways, the next thing we saw was Princess at Tutupie's house. Tutupie was cooking for Princess. They had a lunch date, and according to her, Princess had begged her to cook for her. And let's remember that Tutupie is a certified chef. So the lunch date turned out to be a gossip session as usual. I mean, where ladies like that are gathered, what do you expect? So they first had a good laugh about Samantha's pink Barbie party. They were just laughing about the whole thing. And you know, there's something about Tutupie. Tutupie is very, very cocky in a very, very bratty way. Yes, she's from a wealthy home. She herself, she's wealthy in her own right, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure, but she's from a wealthy home and she's used to getting whatever she wants. She's used to getting attention. She's used to doing things her own way. And so she believes that she and only she can actually dish out the best when it comes to organizing events like that. So she wasn't really pleased or impressed with Samantha's party because for her, she felt like Samantha, the host herself, was very, very boring. The party itself was boring, you know, everything was just like that. So why did they even bother in the first place? So they talked about that, and they were also making fun of Arafa and Comfort. According to Princess, they were the green ladies. Yes, because they were wearing a touch of green. So they were just making fun of them. Princess, on the other hand, is of this belief that she was the only person that dressed according to the theme of the Bond girl. to Samantha's party. And guys, I'm sorry, but that was just very funny. In my frank opinion, I felt like Arafa's description of Princess and her mother was 100% on point. They looked like Fraggle Rock. I mean, what was that Elizabethan Shakespearean ensemble, that thing they were wearing on their neck that looked like an hanger, and then they call that a Bond girl outfit? Like, it just didn't make sense at all. Anyways, they had a good laugh. They had a lot of conversations. And then Arafa had called Tutupie on video call to ask her if she had received her invitation box. And that was where Princess was going off her head, like, okay, why didn't I get an invite as well? And Arafa was like, oh, don't worry, I promise I'm going to get you one. But then Princess, during her confessionals, was not really convinced, because she remembered that, wait, when she was having lunch with Arafa and Comfort the other day, she'd actually seen the same box on her table, right? But then she thought it was actually Arafa's fashion piece, a fashion bag. And so she didn't even say anything about it. So why isn't Arafa giving her an invite as well? That she is an influencer. You know, people send her gift packages to invite her to events and also pay her for the event. So if Arafa is claiming not to know her, why is she not giving her an invitation box as well, just as she has been giving to the other people? So she said anyways that she's going to forgive Arafa, you know, because she wants to slay to the party. So she's going to attend the party anyways. And that was how they agreed that they were going to attend the party. Now, Tutupie, on the other hand, decided to rate Arafa's invitation box. According to her, the box is a 5, simply because Arafa is a very, very extra person. And so she was actually expecting more, you know, for an invitation box from someone like Arafa. So for her, it's just a basic 5. And I was looking at Tutu like this. I said, gosh, I cannot wait to see Tutupie's own box, because already she's planning a staycation. So I'm like, I cannot wait to see how Tutupie is going to do her own things. I cannot wait to see how our own invitation box is going to be, because I'm sorry, since the show started from episode 1, Tutupie has been all mouth. She brags a lot. I'm sorry, but she brags a lot. So I cannot wait to see what our own box is going to look like. Now, all in preparation for the party. Yes, Arafa's drag party. OJ, Posharella and Tutupie decided to go on a shopping date. Now, ladies and gentlemen, forget about all these side talks they were talking. That shopping date was a glam affair. Oh my God. What is it? It was just to shop. And Oja Posharella decided to dress as if she wanted to buy the whole of Abuja. That lady was looking bling than bling itself. She was looking all glammed up, like she was going for the Oscars, like she was going for Met Gala. Like, it was supposed to be just for shopping. Just for shopping. Even Tutupie, I don't even think she even wore makeup for the affair. But OJ Posharella, oh my God. And you know the funny thing? She ended up not even buying one piece. Instead, after hyping Tutupie, who was busy, you know, wearing outfits to outfit upon outfit, she was busy on her phone. And guys, I'm just like, how can somebody be this fine? But she's really beautiful. I must give it to her. She's really beautiful. Her accent is to die for. And ladies and gentlemen, did I mention that, oh my God, it gives me butterflies in my tummy every time that OJ Posharella and Tutupie communicate in Hausa. You know, the way they could mix and could switch from English to Hausa. I love it. The accents that they use, and then the point where OJ switched to her Dubai accent. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was just so sweet. It was like music to my ears. But that was a very, very beautiful affair. Although they made reference again to Samantha's boring party, yes, but it was all a glam affair. It was all about the vibes, yes, and that was where Tutupie let us know that OJ was previously based in Dubai, but then because of her purse and bling business, she had relocated back to Nigeria. But the way she had actually explained it, though, I mean, it came with a shade. The way she put it, like, if OJ had stayed in Dubai, then she probably would not have thrived in her own business. It was just the way she put it. And I'm just like, this Tutupie, your mouth is too much on this show. I want to see what she's capable of, guys. And I cannot wait to see what she's capable of when it's her turn, you know, to host the ladies. Now, we see in the next scene OJ and Samantha during a lunch date. OJ had revealed to Samantha that Arafa was having a drag party. But surprisingly, Samantha did not overreact. As a matter of fact, she was so poised and classy about it. She did not pick offense. She was not angry, nothing. I mean, she just had this poker expression on her face, and she maintained a calm, right? And she was like, oh, maybe it skipped her mind to invite me. I wasn't invited. And OJ told her, well, it doesn't really matter. We have to crash the party together. You know, we have to get there together because it's going to be a glam affair. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I refer back to the party. The way the ladies were hyping the party, it's going to be a glam affair. It's going to be amazing. Tutupie literally went on a crazy shopping spree for the party, only for the ladies alone to attend the party. I just felt like, what a waste of hype. What a waste. What a waste. But it wasn't really a waste, though. It wasn't really a waste. Now, and before the party itself, Princess and Samantha had organized a kids' picnic for their kids, yes, where they had conversations, just basic conversations. And Princess could not stop going on and on and on about how she knows Arafa, and Arafa was not agreeing or accepting that Princess knows her. And during Samantha's confessionals, she was just over it. She was like, Princess is just a very, very dramatic person. Yes, she does not really know how to just let things go. For her, once she's on top of something, she wants to continue being on top of that thing. Anyways, it was the D-Day of the drag party.
Today is the D-Day.
The much awaited, the much planned for drag party. And as I have been ranting since the start of this video, I was expecting to see a crowd of people, but I did not see a lot of people. Instead, I saw only the housewives, and they were all looking fabulous. Oh my goodness, I totally loved what what's her name now, Princess. I loved what Princess was wearing. I mean, that was beautiful. Princess is very, very extra. I mean, I must give it to her. And one thing I love about her extraness is the fact that she always does it on point. I mean, she wants to be extra. Yes, she does not miss it. She does it on point. I mean, guys, we think we've seen people being extra on the Real Housewives Nigeria franchise, right? We think Chioma Jecoco is extra. We think that Tiana is extra. Hell no. Those ones, they didn't learn work. They are not even extra. I mean, this is just 2 episodes and Princess is always coming through like a bang. OJ Posharella always coming through. Guys, these people are effortlessly stylish. They are effortlessly glamorous. They are effortlessly, oh my God, they are fashion icons. I totally loved what they were wearing, but Comfort, I did not understand what she was wearing. According to her, the theme said drag. So she decided to wear drag. She literally wore a train. It was so hilarious. Now, the party, you know, was just like a conversation amongst the ladies, the same old regular type of conversations that they would normally have, you know, between one another. And I'm sorry, but it was kind of boring because they kept on arguing, going on and on about this and that. And then just like that, Princess had brought up conversations about Tutupie's relationship status. Tutupie was very offended. But then yet again, she expressed her offense during her confessionals, but not right there at the table. And I'm wondering, like, okay, these ladies, you people are not giving me what I want. If you do not like something that somebody is saying, open your mouth and say it right there and then at the table. Why do people always have to be expressive during your confessionals, but you're not very expressive in the face of the person that you want to be expressive to? Doesn't really make sense. Now, whilst the conversations was going on at the so-called party, I mean, Princess's voice was just unbearably loud. Yes, I mean, it just looked like she was the host of the party. Even Arafa, that's the host of the party, was not as loud as her, right? But then they brought up the idea of Comfort being a relationship coach to Tutupie, and she said, okay, she was willing to give it a try. And that was where Princess made some sort of dry joke about everybody being older than she and Tutupie, and she was the youngest or something like that. And Arafa did not find that funny. And then Arafa said, well, you're the youngest, but you look oldest here, you know. And Tutupie, during her confessionals, did not find that funny as well. She was like, well, considering the fact that Princess was not given a proper invitation. If she was the one that had been given that kind of shade, that she would get up and leave. But then later, when what's her name now, Arafa had made the statement about Princess looking older or not looking younger or something like that, this same Tutupie during a confessional I said, oh, definitely Arafa looks way better or looks way, you know, finer than Princess. And I'm like, okay, Tutupie, are you displaying some level of double standards right now? Because I'm not getting whose side you're on. It's like 1 minute she is on Princess's side and the next minute she's on Arafa's side. It was just confusing. But anyways, they moved on from that conversation onto the fun part of the party. They decided to have a runway show, yes, where each of the housewives will walk the runway and then some actual drag queens, you know, will come and rate them. And guys, talking about drag queens, I saw a bunch of older looking women, you know, dressed up in exaggerated makeup, exaggerated costumes. And it completely reminded me of RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes, I don't know how many of you have seen that show. I've seen that show and I love watching it. And every time I watch it, I think the whole idea of drag is about men who are very much in tune with their femininity and they dress in exaggerated costumes, they make up in exaggerated ways, right? And that's what RuPaul's Drag Race represents, you know, giving an avenue for men who are gay to showcase themselves out there to the world, you know, it's more like a platform for expression of themselves, of their true self, getting in touch with the female in them. So when I saw those ladies, you know, called the true drag queens, I was kind of confused because I was wondering like, okay, but they are women, they are not men. I was actually expecting to see men as the drag queens. But anyways, what do I know? It's Abuja, and remember, this is Nigeria. Certain things are still not conventional over here. So they're probably having to make do with what they can, you know, come up with to give the whole idea of the drag party the dramatic effect that it needs. But to cut a long story short, Princess won. Yeah, Princess won, and that was how episode 2 ended. Now, guys, in as much as episode 2 was quite fun and interesting, for me, I felt like it was all about vibes, conversations. I think we kind of got to know the ladies a bit more from the conversations that they had. The drama wasn't a lot, but there was a lot of shades flying left, right, and center. Now, the episode that I am really looking forward to is episode 3, because that is where we get to see Jaruma. That is where Tutupie gets to host the ladies in her staycation event, and that is also where we get to see a lot of drama, insults flying left, right, and center. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait for episode 3. But in the meantime, I would love to know your thoughts about episode 2. Go ahead and please share with us in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on another video. All right, have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.